We're back.
Sorry, guys. I knew it was going to happen when I realized I did not have on my do not disturb. So I do apologize. And now YouTube will not let me get into landscape orientation. So I apologize. And I know we are going to have to get off here soon. But we're going to make it work. Babe, can you take that off? Unscrew that.
I can.
Let's see. Can you guys hear me? I do apologize. And now I'm in vertical mode. Me and this technology. Just unscrew that there. And then welcome in, guys. Welcome back. I do apologize for that. Hi, Angelita. Just this top piece. And then if you can screw that like that. Welcome back in, guys. Sorry about that. I knew it was going to happen because I didn't have my do not disturb on. And I know that I'm in vertical mode. I wanted to get back on. YouTube said that I had to turn it this way. So I don't know. But thanks for coming back in, guys. I will have to make this up. But all right. I appreciate you guys being back in. Hey, Regina. My sister. All right. Here we go. All right, now I can prop this here. All right, bear with me. I'm going to prop this camera. I don't have to hold it this whole time. And I apologize that I'm in this mode and not the right mode. All right, there we go. All right.
Okay.
Can you guys see us okay? Yep, we're back. We're back, but we're vertical this time. So we'll just get close.
A little cozy.
Welcome back in, guys. Again, I apologize for that. I have to remember to put my camera on Do Not Disturb. Yeah, I have to remember to do that. So I apologize. But back to what we were saying, because we only have about 25 more minutes, and then we're going to have to go get to Joe Marie's parent-teacher conference. So some other things, and I'm sorry if you asked questions on the last one. I don't have those. So if you want to re-ask them, I will be sure to answer those. Some other things about...
What about the cruise director?
The cruise director was great. I thought it was going to be like a situation, and if you're coming in fresh and you weren't part of the other live stream, we got disconnected. We're talking all about Princess Cruises. We have about 25 more minutes to talk about it. Just kind of my first experience with Princess after 38 cruises. First time with Princess Cruises, kind of just talking about my experience with them. The cruise director was great. And again, I went into this thinking it was going to be like Royal Caribbean. And guys, I'll be honest, I've been on 7 or 8 Royal Caribbean cruises. I can't name one cruise director. Can you guys?
No, I can't.
No, I can't name one. But the cruise director on Princess was all over, just like Carnival. So again, that was the vibe that you're used to seeing the cruise director around. The cruise director was hosting games and activities and shows and things. So I did appreciate that. Guys, the crew, I do feel like Carnival has some of the best crew across like the cruise lines that we sailed on. The crew was just like that. They were probably even a notch higher. Just exceptional, guys. And I think this medallion, this Princess Medallion, had something to do with it. So something that you'll see in the vlogs. This is also a GPS. A lot of people don't realize this. I did not realize. I did know it, but it didn't dawn on me. You know, when you get on that new cruise line, it's like you're a brand new cruiser. Like I had no clue. I totally forgot that this was a GPS until I walked into the steakhouse. I was just filming. You'll probably see it on the vlog. I was just filming and the lady was like, I'll see you on Tuesday. And I'm like, you'll see me on Tuesday? Like, what do you mean you'll see me on Tuesday? She's like, oh, you have a reservation. I'm like, how do you know that? You don't know my name. And she was like, oh, we know everything. Like, it's magic. And I'm like, no, seriously. Like, how do you know? And she was like, it's your medallion. So I think because of the medallion, it allowed...
your profile travels with you?
Yeah, your profile travels with you. When you enter a room, they know you're in there. And then your face pops up on their little... They have like little phones that they all carry. Your face pops up on there. And yeah, they just knew that I had a reservation. So it's cool, but it can also be creepy, you know. But the first day I was kind of creeped out by it, but then I was like, you know what? That's probably a really good safety feature, especially for solo cruisers or for those with young children or teens, you'll be able to keep track of them, because everyone in your cabin will get a medallion. Now, you can do one of two things with your medallion. You can either pick those up when you check in for your cruise, or you can have them delivered to your house. I recommend having it delivered. If you're Princess Premier, it's delivered free of charge. If you're not Princess Premier, then you pay a shipping fee, like $5 or whatever it is to have them shipped to your house. But I recommend doing that because it makes you green ready, which means when it's time to check in at the terminal, you go through like a priority lane and you just show your passport or your birth certificate or what have you, and you get on the ship. If you don't have them shipped to your home in advance and you don't do all of the check-in steps, then you're blue status, and there was a line for blue status. So keep that in mind. But yeah, the GPS tracker, I think, helped with service because you know how sometimes you go sit by the pool or you go sit somewhere and you have to wait for a drink. It's almost like they get some sort of notification when somebody's in their area, or even in the buffet. It was like they were getting notification. Like literally, there was never more than 2 minutes that I sat anywhere and someone didn't come to offer me a drink or ask if I needed something. So this is
Now, I do have
good.
a question.
Yes.
How was getting on the ship in Canada versus the United States? This is the first time that you boarded a ship in Canada.
Yeah, it was. I mean, it was the same process, Jonathan. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you coming back in. Have a good night. I think the process was pretty much the same. It was just confusing because the people at that terminal, they weren't communicating. So I literally, and you'll see this in the vlogs, I went on the outside of the terminal because the lady told me that to get through customs or security, you had to go out there. Well, what she was saying was, you have to go out there, and there was another door that took you to the escalator downstairs. And here I am just wandering. I'm like, and guys, I'm vlogging. I'm like, hey, this is different. I've never had to go on the outside of the terminal to get inside the ship. This is kind of different. Come to find out, and it wasn't just me. There were other people that were sent out. She didn't say, go out, go left, and there's a door here. So, but other than that, it was about the same.
Okay.
Let's see here. Welcome in, everyone. And again, I do apologize that we're vertical and not horizontal. We had some technical issues, but we're back for a little bit. Let me see who else has come in. I said my sister's here, Vicki Weston. Denise, thank you for messaging me to let me know that you could not hear us. I appreciate that. Welcome in, Sig Cruiser. Thanks for being here. Chris from New York says, hey, Miss Raquel, and kind sir, bless you. Thank you so much. Renee, welcome in. Welcome in. Question about the digital photos. Are they in JPG or another format you can print at home? They are, yes, they are JPG, and you have to download them before you get off the ship. They will go on, guys, the Medallion app, the Princess Medallion app is amazing. It's the best cruise line app that I've had. They go to your phone the next day. So if you take them on a Monday, on Tuesday, the pictures are on your phone. You can download those immediately if you have Princess Premier. And you can even order your 3 prints from there, or you can go to the photo lab and pick up pictures from there. Something different with Princess is they do not take pictures on the last day of the cruise, but they keep the photo lab open the entire day. So you're not having to, figure out, okay, am I taking a picture after dinner tonight? Do I want that picture or this picture? You know how sometimes Carnival, you pick your pictures on disembarkation morning? It's not like that with Princess. But yeah, definitely download your photos as they come in and order your 3 prints. And I did take advantage of the pictures. I don't normally take the pictures, but it was included, so I took advantage. Ladina Jones, welcome in. Thanks for being here. Denise said, I hope I didn't knock you off by texting. No, it wasn't you. I had a phone call come through, and I knew it was going to happen because it happened once before. I just have to remember to go to Do Not Disturb when I'm live streaming from my phone.
And I took the blame because I should have told my wife to put it on Do Not Disturb, because eventually it was going to end up being my fault for her getting knocked off. So,
welcome in, Nick. Hi, Nick and Don. Thanks for being here. We are doing great. We're doing great. Just talking about Princess Cruises. We kind of talked about most of the things, but if you guys have any specific questions, feel free to ask. Again, these vlogs will probably start rolling out maybe next Friday, because I'll have a vlog Friday and I'll have a vlog Sunday for you guys. And I think Princess will be rolling out either next Friday or next Sunday. So one of the two. So stay tuned for that. Rachel says, I like the GPS idea. Yeah, it took a minute. It kind of threw me off when she knew me and I didn't, introduce myself. But welcome in, Ashley. Marcus says, do you have to get a new medallion for every cruise, or is it like a Disney band where you keep using it? That is a good question. I think you get a new band. I think you get a new medallion every cruise. Mine is personalized. Now, this was a perk for being elite. So that's what I don't know. So the colors change. Black is the highest level. And because I was elite, my medallion comes personalized. So it has my name and then the ship and the sail date. So it becomes a souvenir. I don't know if it's your first princess cruise and you're going to continue, well, the next color would be ruby. If it's expected for them to just, I don't know. But that's a good question. I'll research that. I think they're going to give you a new medallion each time. But I'll research it. I don't know. Derek Newman says, I hear they have a good drink package and room service. Can you tell us about that? Thanks. Yes, I did talk about that in the last live stream, which is probably available on YouTube now for you to click on. I talked about the Princess Premier versus Princess Plus. Highly recommended. $60 to $80 per person per day, but it includes things such as drinks, Wi-Fi, photos, room service, gratuities, like not just your drink gratuities, like your cabin steward, serving team, all of that. So it's like an all-inclusive package, and you're getting more than just drinks. So I did touch on that. You will also see that in the vlogs. But yes, it's a great value.
There was one drink that you liked in particular.
Oh my God.
Watermelon and what was the name of the drink?
It was a watermelon margarita. It was a salted watermelon margarita. Guys, I have never had a drink that tastes that good. But I learned that the drinks aren't consistent. So where I ordered the margarita was at the pub. And it was actually on the menu. It was not, and guys, that's the other thing. It's none of the bar menus are the same. So like each bar had its own different drinks.
Standalone.
Yes. So like I ordered the watermelon margarita at the pub. It was delicious. The next day I ordered it someplace else. It was good, but it wasn't like that. So I went back to the pub, ordered a watermelon margarita. It was on point. So it's like each bar specializes in different drinks. So if you see a drink on the menu, it's probably going to be made right if it's on the menu. If you order it and it's not on the menu, it might not taste like it did if it was on the menu, if that makes sense. But yes, that highly recommend, because it had like a salted like cayenne type rim. And guys, I don't usually, probably too much of me. I don't usually like to put my lips on drinks. I'm not going to say I was licking the
Just leave it alone. Just leave it alone.
Sorry. I wasn't licking the glass. But I made sure I had a little bit of cayenne and salt with every sip. I'll just put it at that. It was delicious.
Because you're a lady.
I'm classy. They're probably like, she ate all that salt around that rim. It was delicious. Let's see. Pisces Goddess, welcome in. Thanks for being here. Hi, Champagne. Welcome in. Welcome in, Adrian from Inksville Travels. Carol Pop says, hello to my favorite cruising family. Thank you so much. So yeah, no, the drinks are really, really good on Princess. Let me see a couple other points, and we have to get to Joe Marie's parent-teacher conference here in 10 minutes, but I already have it queued up and ready to go. What else did I not touch on? The ship. Guys, so this ship was it's almost 20 years old. Might be 20, 21 years old. And it did not look it. And again, I'm not comparing, I'm not downing Carnival. But if you've sailed on any of Carnival's older ships, I call them oldies but goodies, and I like them. We like the older ships. But they look 20, 30 years old. This ship did not look it. Nothing about the ship said that it was 20 years old. The atrium was, everything was beautiful. Now there were, like by the pool, like some of the hardwood planks you could tell were a little bit older. But it was nice. And I was surprised at the size of the ship and the age of the ship. It had 3 pools. So it had an aft pool. It had 2 pools in the middle. So they kind of, I guess, it's not like a huge pool, but they split the main pool that would be in the middle and it's in 2 different sections. So I did like that. The cabin was nice. I did have a premium cabin. So definitely if you're booking, especially on the older ships, I learned that the premium cabins were recently updated. So I walked in, I remember seeing a video of somebody in a balcony on my ship on Crown Princess, and I was like, oh, that carpet looks a little, you know. But my carpet, like, they just put it in there. So my room steward had mentioned that a lot of the premium cabins had already received some updates. So try to book a premium versus a regular cabin. What made my balcony premium was that it jutted out some, so it was larger than your standard balcony. But the thing about that is there were people above me that could look down on my balcony, and I could look down on the balcony beneath me. So I did not care for that. But if you're sitting back, you were sheltered from that. So it wasn't a huge problem. But the cabin was nice. I did not like the bed. So Carnival still has my heart as far as having the most comfortable beds at sea. Princess, it was a little too soft for me. Some people would love that. It was a little too soft for me. Something else to consider, like with this ship, it was a little bit older, the plumbing. I did have an issue where my toilet overflowed. Thankfully, it didn't overflow into the cabin or anything. And it literally was like the first time the toilet was flushed, and it just, like, water just kept coming out. They fixed it. It was fine. They sanitized all that. But that was an issue. So, you know, with the older ships, the plumbing systems aren't like they are on the newer ships. So make sure you're not flushing things you shouldn't flush, that kind of thing. But the cabin was good. It was a nice size. The TV was nice. Room steward was excellent. They do service twice on Princess. I didn't necessarily need that, but they would come in and clean the rooms and whatever twice a day. So really nice.
So overall,
I want to make sure I touch on everything. Did I? Yeah, overall, I loved it. I loved it. And I can see Princess being a family cruise line. I think people had this misconception of, and I went in thinking this too, that it's for older people. It's not for a diverse population. It's not as diverse as you would see other cruise lines. But I think, I'm going to make sure I'm phrasing things right, and I'm not going to have people unsubscribing. I felt it was good for our family. Like, I felt like our family would get on Princess and we would have a great time. They had plenty of activities.
What about for Andrew? Do you think it would be a comment?
So they are Culture City certified along with Carnival. So Culture City, if you don't know, it's a program. It's where the crew, they're trained and working with individuals with special needs. And so they have all of it just like Carnival does. So that's great. Something else about Princess, they are extremely accessible. And I think that's because of the demographics that they tend to attract. So pretty much when you're like on the app, it'll tell you the accessible route to get to certain places. You just put it in, like if you're trying to get to the dining room and you need to make sure that wherever you go, there's going to be a ramp or whatever. You can just put in you're going to the dining room and click accessible route. It's going to tell you how to get there. That is pretty cool. So extremely accessible. Of course, they have accessible cabins. So yeah, and I think that's because, like I said, their demographics tend to be a little bit older, but I don't know. I have a feeling that there could be some changes with that. I don't know, with these newer ships they have coming out that are more modern, I think they're going to really attract some. The Sun Princess that's coming out in February, guys, that ship looks amazing.
So we gotta get the kids to test it out.
Yeah, so we got to get the family to test it out. Then we can give you guys a true
MH family.
Yeah, if we feel like we would choose them over Carnival. Guys, I can tell you this. When I sailed on my first Carnival ship back in 4 years ago, that was my very first cruise on Carnival Sensation. Before we got off the ship, I was already looking for my next cruise. Well, by day 2 on Princess, I was looking for my next cruise. So if that tells you anything, that you guys know how much we love Carnival, that by day 2, I was already like, okay, when can I get back on? So I have been looking, I have been browsing. We will be on Princess again.
Again?
Yeah, we will be at some point.
But you're the only one that has cruised one.
Yeah, well, we'll all be on Princess at some point. Renee says, which ship? I was on the Crown Princess. Crown Princess. Parker's on the go. That's the best part of drink. Yes. Not flashbacks. Ron's going to keep you on track. He sure is. He's going to be telling me we got 4 minutes in a second. Heinz Adventures. Thanks for being here. Your thoughts on the Carnival Mardi Gras? I love Carnival Mardi Gras. I have a vlog series out there from March of 2022 with Andrew and my sister Cheryl and nephew Jordan. Love Carnival Mardi Gras. Do they have a kids and teens club? Yes, they do. And again, I do have a small snippet of that in the vlogs that'll start premiering next Friday or next Sunday. But I was stuck in the elevator when my time, I went to the kids club, teens club, and I asked, I said, hey, you know, would you mind? I'm a family channel. I would like to be able to show, you know, what it looks like and how you guys operate. And the lady was willing to actually narrate and talk about the kids club, teens club, but I missed it. I missed it because I was stuck on the elevator. So yeah. But yes, they do have a kids and teens club, and they have a lot of activities for them, which is amazing. Something else about Princess that I'll quickly mention is that Princess, you know, they're known for Alaska. So if anybody's considering Alaska, they are known for Alaska. 70% of their ships during Alaskan season are pulled from other, if you guys think about this, you don't really see Princess in the Caribbean. How many times have you been in the Caribbean and seen a Princess cruise ship? Rarely. They aren't really there. They're over in the Mediterranean more. They do a lot of Alaska. They do some Caribbean cruises, but not a whole lot. But they're known for Alaska. And for the last 19 years, they've been ranked #1 in Alaska. And that's because they provide like immersive experiences. So some examples would be like they bring in naturalists on board to talk about the whales and to talk about things. They bring the little sled dogs, mushers. Yeah, so they bring like the sled dogs on the ship. They call it puppies in the piazza, where they bring them in so that they can get acclimated to being around people. So they just do it. They have partnerships with Discovery Channel. So a lot of their excursions are things that you might have seen on the Discovery Channel that they're bringing to you. They have these lodges available there in Denali. So they have all kinds of things. And like I said, they specialize in Alaska. So if you're thinking Alaska, I would say, you know, maybe consider, we had a great time on Carnival, but maybe consider Princess. Okay.
Now, but there's one thing that you did say is that they are the first ones in Alaska for the start of the season.
And they are the last ones out of Alaska. So they tend to do Alaska a little bit longer than some of the other cruise lines.
And the ships are smaller, so they can get into different ports.
Yep. Pisces Goddess, the food was great. I ranked it like an 8 out of 10. The buffet was still kind of, I'm not a big buffet person, the buffet, but the main dining room was delicious. Portions were good. I mean, portions were a little small in the main dining room, but they were delicious. Specialty dining was phenomenal. No issues with the food at all. There were plenty of options. Drinks were good, everything. So that just kind of sums up Princess. Just long story short is I had a great time. I'm looking to book Princess again.
With the family.
With the family. With the family. And yeah, we'll see how it goes with the family. And then depending on that, that'll determine whether we're going to be doing more Princess cruises than we are at Carnival. But we are still, guys, we love Carnival. We're going to continue to stick with Carnival and all that. So we have to get out of here. Yes. Oh, Heinz Adventures. I'm celebrating my 50th birthday on the Carnival Mardi Gras. Well, happy 50th birthday, October 14th. Have a great time on Carnival Mardi Gras.
Enjoy.
Yes. So, question, would you plan an Alaskan cruise? Yes, we are in the works of planning another Alaskan cruise. This one was just a 4-day. It was way too short. We did a 7-day Alaska last year. So yeah, it's time for us to get back to Alaska because that little sampling didn't do it for me. I mean, it was amazing. Didn't see any whales this time, but it was amazing. So yes, we're planning another one. Definitely. So thank you guys for watching. I do apologize. We have to rush off. We have Joe Marie's parent-teacher conference, but I didn't want to cancel this live stream. But be on the lookout for this Friday, St. Thomas Carnival Celebration Series, premiering at 7:30 p.m. Eastern. Sunday there'll be a premiere as well, and then probably next Friday or next Sunday the Princess series will start rolling out. If you aren't subscribed, please consider subscribing. And we appreciate you guys sticking around with all the technical difficulties, but we will see you guys later. We gotta go. All right, see you guys.
Bye for now.
Bye-bye.